No, man, just pull up that website, that link I just sent.
Oh, I was like, what the
Should we
hell?
do a let's do an intro?
I can do it.
Yep.
It is 26th of February.
Yay!
All right, I gotta load those and keep them queued up. Live, Prius, or die.
Die. Die. Die.
Live, Prius, or die. Yeah. Yeah, you're safe. Live.
Episode 11. Live, Prius, or Die. February 26th. Friday night, of course. Will on the line. As always, I'm accompanied by my hetero life mates, Mondo and Pete.
What up, mother truckers?
What's happening?
So that's it. That's the show. Call it good.
We're good. We filmed. We've done things.
Yeah. We came, we saw, we farted.
So, what was everyone's week like today? Mine was pretty lame. I found out that I completely suck at basketball.
You know what? I got sucked into the coaching of basketball last week, so I'm going to be doing it this week too.
Yeah, I don't mind coaching. I really, from the days that I used to play, I really suck. Like compared to like
We're quite a bit older now.
yeah, I tried to shoot up a jump shot and I hit a lady in the stands with one of the springs.
Nice.
It was horrible, horrible.
That'd be awesome. Just taking a total shot and just nail some old lady in the face.
She's just sitting there, and my grandson. Oh my god!
Even better if she falls off the back of the bleachers or something.
You try to pin it on anybody else?
No, I totally.
White kid.
I'm like one of 3 brown kids on the court, so they knew it was me. They were like, "You son of a bitch!"
It figures it was him.
You look at it, a little kid, you're like, you little bastard, hit the showers. You'll never make anything of it.
Calls to your mother.
I mean, it's been Mondo, how did you do with weather this week?
It wasn't too bad here, honestly. We got like nothing really. I was kind of excited because I was like, "Sweet, I can use my snowblower for the 3rd time this year." But nope, that shit all melted the next day because the ground had been so warm.
Yeah,
So
well,
it was-
I mean, it's stuck here. We got about 10 inches.
That's what she said.
Ha
Yeah, and it was some wet, heavy ass. Let me tell you, because I went out there with my snowblower and I couldn't move that shit. I eventually had to just start chucking.
Wow. I don't miss those days, man. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah. What's your worst, Pete? Like, oh, I got
Hit
about
40
6
degrees.
inches of rain. Yeah.
It hit, actually, recently it's hit about 32. So it's
Okay.
got down to like the freezing point, but it doesn't stay there long enough to really do anything.
Right.
Gotta protect the oranges, man. The oranges.
The citrus crops.
I mean, down there, they probably freak out, don't they?
Oh, yeah. You get any kind of like snow or heavy rain, and people they forget how to drive completely,
Well,
man.
That's what I always hear. People from these other towns. I'll tell you what, though. Having a brand new set of tires is like unbelievable. I invested 2 months ago in some new wheels, and I'll tell you, I've never been happier.
I love new tires, man.
Any new snow that we've had, and we've had a couple good storms. I mean, it just eats it right up, and I mean, and we're talking in the Prius, man. There's no weight on this thing, so I mean, I'm just surprised.
I don't know. That commercial makes it seem like you can do everything, like rob fucking banks and shit.
Yeah, and get away with it,
Yeah, and have other Priuses chase you.
and be heroes for all the other delinquents in the country.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Apparently, girls love the Prius, man.
Yeah.
So it's totally fiction.
Ah.
I have not gotten laid in the Prius. Let me tell you.
They're not clamoring for a ride in the Prius, man.
No, that push button start does not turn anybody on except for the car.
I don't know, man. When you push my buttons, I get turned on.
Oh my lord.
That is so hot, dude.
Yeah, where's the warrior laugh? What is the news? What is happening out there?
All right, so we're cutting to news. All right, so we've all heard.
That would be a clever segue there, right?
Yeah, there's no sound effect for that yet. I'm still working on building my own soundboard with mayonnaise and ketchup. All right, so we've all
isn't that called French dressing?
yes, no special sauce.
Ew.
All right, so
My balls shrunk when you did that.
they usually do when they're that close to my mouth. What?
Oh.
Oh, what? Oh, damn it.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
I won, yeah.
No, we don't. That's a nervous laugh at that point. Ha ha ha. The news. Apparently, we've all heard the lawsuit with Apple over the iPhone in San Bernardino that needs to be unlocked for that FBI case.
Yep.
Not a big fan of everyone opposing it. Right now, as it stands, it looks like Bill Gates and Microsoft are actually taking the back of the government, and
You know what? That's not entirely true. It was weird. I read an article yesterday.
Mhm.
That actually said Microsoft is backing Apple. Bill Gates, who's not technically Microsoft anymore,
is backing the government.
exactly. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, and this is saying, Google, Twitter, Facebook, and a lot of other like social media sites are kind of behind Apple on this. I don't know how I feel. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I see what they're saying, and it is kind of a slippery slope. You have an opportunity to help solve a terrorist case, this is what it is, and this is what kind of bothers me about it. It's one phone. So
Right.
crack just that one phone and forget that it's ever been done before. You don't have to continually do this. But at the same time, there's been that defense attorney, I think out on the East Coast, that's saying there's like 175 iPhones they need. Yeah, that they want it cracked so that they can solve cases with. But my thinking about that is why don't you just solve them the way that you have been doing without using the iPhones? I mean, those cases are getting solved, but you just
Yeah, by
want
planting evidence.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
continue.
Well, that's a very good point, Mondo. I mean, the crime and shit like this was happening long before cell phones came along. Why can't they figure it out? And really, the San Bernardino phone, what is on there that is really going to be so? I mean, they don't know what's on it, right? So if they don't know what they don't know, why do they have to get on there?
Well, and that brings up, I'm going to quickly kind of touch on that. It brings up how protected your information is on an iPhone. I mean, it's ridiculously protected to the point where Apple backed out of retrieving passcodes to get an update. And I saw a video on this, and thanks to my vice president of the IT department, Wade Wingler, he was showing me the video for this gentleman. I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head, but I'll put the link in the description. So this guy breaks it down as to how iPhones work. They get these updates through a special encryption key along with its unique ID that it sends to a server.
Phone, right?
Yeah, based on each phone. So each phone has a unique ID and a special, and it's like a one-time a number used only once that it sends out, and then the server says, "Oh yes, I know who you are," and it sends a specialized update package to that iPhone. So that's just how encrypted your updates are for your iPhone. It's not like it just reaches out to a server and this server recognizes the OS and it sends it back. They do
Well,
that.
The reason they did that is because of the jailbreaking, right?
Right, they do that so that you can't reverse OSs. So if you downgrade to an OS, you can't exploit the patches that are there after each upgrade. So
Yeah, I found that out the hard way because I had an iPod Touch that I upgraded the OS on. I mean, this is many moons ago now, and I mean, it was like it's totally sucked because I went further than that iPod should have went. Because basically, after that the thing was almost useless.
right.
And I tried to revert back, and that was right at the point that they started doing that. And so I could not go back unless I happened to have a backup, all kinds of other shit ahead of time. But, unless you knew exactly what was going to happen, you wouldn't have known better.
Yeah, and I mean, they've done things to basically that safeguards the user, but it also safeguards their product, and that's where I kind of have the problem. It's like, why can't you just do it the one time? You know, it's not like we're trying to get into little Timmy's iPhone. We're just, this guy killed people,
Right.
and it's like a federal case. So it's like, why don't you just do this one time? But again, it opens up a door for other people saying, just do this for me one time, just do this for me one time. So
I think in this case, I mean, if you commit treason against, the country, I think you pretty much waive all rights. And I don't think that guy was a citizen anyway, so fuck him.
Right. I agree with that too. There's no right to privacy for him, but where does that stop? And I honestly don't understand. This is the U.S. government, the NSA, who is already hacking into everything. I mean, you mean to tell me none of them clowns can come up with a custom firmware?
It's because of the timeouts and everything else. Apparently, they were going to actually have somebody. Well, I shouldn't. It's not that they were going to actually have somebody there, but the way to get into the phone is that you would try passwords 000, 001, 002, and somebody has to sit there and type that, or you could brute force it and set it to try passwords every 80 milliseconds. The problem is you only have 10 tries, and then the phone becomes a brick. Basically, you can't. It destroys a piece of information on the phone that
But we don't know that if they have it set that way. It all depends on if the person has it set. If they don't have it set, then you can try to your heart's content. Although it's going to be slow. 80 milliseconds for each try is going to take a while.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It is set so that it's pin locked. So after 10 tries, it's done. Like, you can't, and that's for most iPhones. If you set a pin for it and you lock it out, then you lock it out. You have to call the company at that point and give them IMEID device numbers, and then they can only take you so far before they're just like, well, you just have to get a new phone, because they won't even.
I'm guessing at some point. I mean, the government's just gonna pull the card and say, look, you got to do it, and Apple's gonna have to do it.
Yeah, and that's going to cause a shitstorm on the internet. Once that happens, people are going to be pissed about it, and here we go with Big Brother conspiracy theories. Although
it does also make you question, well, what's happening on the Android side, and I would suspect that the Android side is much simpler to get into and do stuff with.
Well, it is, because for phones running,
it's all open source for one.
Yeah, for phones running Gingerbread. To upgrade those or to mod those, you would have to downgrade from the latest version of Gingerbread to the first version of Gingerbread in order to root it. And I mean, right there is like, you can get root stuff. There's instructions on how to do that on YouTube. You can just pull that shit off the internet. It's pretty easy to do that. But we're not dealing with Android user. We're dealing with someone who knew what they were doing with an iPhone.
Right. Well, I didn't know too well, because for one, it was an iPhone C, and I think the operating system for iPhone C is still 7. It's like limited at 7 or something like that.
Yeah, iOS 7.
I think that also opens up some extra doors that normally they wouldn't have. I think if it was iOS 8, or they would be done. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, the security got a little tighter there. So
again, I say, screw it, man. He was a terrorist.
Yeah.
And so there's no right to privacy there.
And that's kind of how I see it, but I mean, we'll have to wait and see what the court says. I did see, on a funnier note, a meme today that says, all you conspiracy theorists, think about this. The government can't even hack an iPhone.
Yeah.
In other news, did you guys hear about the 200-year-old condom that was sold recently?
Oh, no. The one they found under my bed?
Oh, gross. Oh.
Nice.
Sometimes you just don't want to get up and go to the garbage can.
That's right. Sometimes you got Superman that hoe.
Was it fossilized or what?
No, it's actually, they used these in the 18th or 19th century, and they're made out of sheep intestine, but it's very difficult to do this because it's actually made from Like people had to hand sew these things. So it's now been dubbed the most expensive condom sold ever. At 462 euros, and I think that averages out to about $505 US.
And who is buying this for what purpose?
That is the question that I wanted. This brings up so many whys. Why would you want this? Why are you collecting condoms? Why are you collecting old ass sheepskin condoms? What's wrong with you?
Is this used? I mean, was this found? I mean, was
It doesn't say. It says found. It says found.
Waiting for that special girl.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, it's like you mentioned special girl. This motherfucker was 19 centimeters long.
What?
Right. So yeah, who's running around the 19th century with horse dick? That's what I want to know. I mean, that's
centimeters. What is that? I mean, I know 12 is 5 inches because that's a CD size.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's my only equivalent. We're talking probably about at least an 8-incher.
Yeah.
At least because that's another. Well, you said 12 is 5, and
yeah, if you double down for 24, so that gets you 10 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's at least. I'd say you're at least looking down the barrel of a 9, maybe 9.5.
Yeah, and they're saying other condoms that have been preserved from this time generally measure only 15 centimeters in length.
Wow, so that dude had a custom-made one, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Custom-made 200-year-old condom.
So he went to his tailor to get it done, obviously, because you needed some skilled hands. So you got your suit and your cock suit being made at the same time.
That's right.
Oh, man, could you imagine the measuring process?
I know.
What if you had cool hands?
The guy's that'd be horrible. It'd still shrink. You'd probably you'd lose an inch or two there, but you're still looking at.
If you got an 8 or 10.
Yeah. Have you ever been tailored before, like for pants?
Yeah.
They typically try to ask you to which side do you lean, right? So they're talking about which side your dick hangs, which pant leg, right? So can you imagine this? The guy's probably measuring it and goes, to which side do you usually slap bitches upside the head with this thing with?
That's a mighty big one, Mr. John.
To which side does your flesh cane lean?
Sir, is that a kickstand I detect?
Oh my God, he's got a third leg.
How do you ride a bicycle with that thing, my good man?
There's another very contentious point. Why does the girl bike have the bar that angles down, and the guy bike has the bar that goes across? That's backwards to me.
That is kind of backwards. I mean,
yeah,
you're not really resting. I could see if it had some kind of like coupling system, because it would make sense then. If you were riding pantsless, obviously. I mean, if it had some kind of slot where you could rest your dick, but
pantsless Jake.
Yeah, I mean, it would.
Yeah, well, that just always baffled me. It's like, all right, yeah, I got a wiener and some coconuts. I don't want to be hitting them on the bar when I slide off the seat.
See, I never had that problem. The only problem I had was when I would like jump ramps, and I would fall, but I would fall off my pedals and land on my feet and then kind of rack myself. That wasn't fun. So I can see where the sliding bar would, that angled bar would help a little bit. You'd still, the boys would still slide down a fireman pole there for a minute, but it wouldn't hurt as bad, I don't think.
No, yep. I think definitely not.
So you think maybe the manufacturer of the bike, like the first guy that made it, was trying to punish his son? He's like, yeah, you'll learn to ride this bike and stay on it.
Right.
It's like,
you better stay on that seat, boy, because otherwise you're done.
Yeah.
Trial by nutbanger.
You learn quicker than threatening the old sack.
Yeah, that does tend to get your attention. I don't even want to know.
Well, and that you talk about the junk, the old pool cue and balls there. I've often
dusty.
Well, sometimes I like to knock the dust off of them. But I often wonder, like, since you've been married, I mean, we've all tried to punish the evil merchant. Just gonna throw that out there, I mean, it's a common thing.
Goods today.
Yeah, we've all had to do a couple of these.
Mine's a little more repetitive, but okay. My motto's got a one-stroke and done shot.
Finish. Finish.
It's like a shotgun.
It's a really long piston stroke. That's
Yep.
what he's got.
Usually takes me about 1/2 hour. One whole half hour. But no, if you think about it, has that changed since you've been married? Because I know sometimes I used to beat that thing like it stole something. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I would just, no one's around, why not? But after marriage, does that, especially with you guys and kids, like, does that change?
I mean, at this point, it's tough to fit anything in because you've got people that are constantly around and awake and getting up during the night. I mean, my kids, aside from one of my kids, every one of my kids probably wakes up once a night.
Wow, that's
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I've only had one kid that has been the perpetual sleeper. The other ones, I mean, at least once a night they get up. It's gotten better. I mean, it used to be more than just once a night, but I would say even today, once a night at least.
Man, set the alarms to cock block, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so I mean, so your ears, I mean, you got like the hawk ears. It's just like you hear any kind of movement, and it's just like, hurry, scramble, red team go, red team go.
That's right. It's not so much of a matter of being able to finish.
No,
You're not going for quality or quantity. You're going for just like get it in and get it out and get it done.
Yep. That's got to be rough, though. I mean, I can't even imagine trying to, we got to hurry up and do this. It's like, do we? You guys have locks on the doors, right?
Yeah, I mean,
does that prevent them?
The questions start coming like, why's the door locked?
Yeah.
Because Mommy's been bad tonight, son.
That's right.
And I gotta teach her a lesson.
We're playing a leapfrog.
Yeah.
Prison rules, man.
We're wrapping gifts for next Christmas. So yeah, it's a very different dynamic. So I mean, as far as beating the merchant or punishing the merchant or whatever the hell it is, I mean, that curricular activity doesn't disappear. Let me tell you.
No, I would say it almost becomes more prominent. I mean, it's easier to schedule time, for that with yourself because
Right.
there really is no scheduling conflicts. Your hand is usually there with you.
It's just a matter of,
it's usually available
yeah. I was gonna say it's just a matter of time and place.
and willing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it kind of like wants to fight me, and I'm like, "Oh, you want to be naughty?"
Mondo puts his left hand under his butt until it gets numb and plays the stranger.
That's never worked for me. I've tried, and my hand never gets numb.
Nice.
It's always great. Now you know more about me, and
You
knowing
get
is
a
half
little
the
you get a
battle.
little aggressive and spit in your hand.
Oh yeah,
Try to demean it.
I'll teach you, you little bitch.
Dirty bitch.
You like that? Yeah, you like that because I got aggressive and spit on you. Yeah, I usually find, there's only certain places and times in which you can accomplish this thing, and it's usually right around, shower time or lock yourself in the bathroom closet, whatever quiet time you have, whatever safe space.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you're dropping a deuce, sometimes hey, the utilities are all here.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you run into like numb butt, like that's horrible because it's not like that. Like I'll usually get in there and be like, okay, and I'm looking at Facebook, and then I start playing the sniper game, and then it's Bejeweled Blitz, and then I'm like,
And you need to focus. You need to focus on the priorities here.
I'm in there and I'm like reading articles and playing games, and then I'm like, I hear that brown chicken, brown cow. Like, let's get going.
Mono, you just need to keep it in the mind that you can't take Crossy Road to the grave, man.
No,
gotta
no,
pound them out.
no. I will take it. I will take it straight to the grave.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's so much more accessible to get, materials to help you along your way because, computer devices have gotten smaller. You
Right.
can usually get some. It doesn't take like 4 hours to load up a site on your phone anymore, like in
Yeah,
the
I
old
know.
days.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I
you can.
remember the first weekend I had DSL, and I mean it was just like nonstop downloading porn for like the first weekend. I downloaded I think 3 gigabytes of porn for that whole first weekend.
Jesus. What? You had like
you
you
had
never.
you had like raccoon eyes and
Right.
callous hands and
Where's the lotion?
It just never moved.
just dehydrated.
Why do you have a whole gallon of Gatorade?
Oh, you're wearing Life Alert because you can't move anymore.
Well, I mean, you act like you had never seen. Well, wait, okay, so it was normal porn, right? It wasn't like clown porn, right?
No, I mean of course it was normal, but the fact that I didn't have to wait 20 minutes for a 3-second clip, I
Yeah.
mean, it was just great. I mean,
Or turn your head and squint. That's always good too.
Or embarrass yourself by going to the local video store and walking into the back room, and then you come out and do the walk of shame when everybody knows what you were in there doing.
Yeah, at least Family Video got it right. Blockbuster didn't have it right. They did have an adult section for a while. Family Video, like you just kind of walk around to the new releases and disappear. Like they did it right if you think about it. Like that wall is perfect. And they still have them in Family Video, and I don't understand. You get a hankering for fucking Chesty Girls 5. Like I don't get why you like, hey, I'm looking at Fast and Furious 7. Okay, I don't want that. The Witch, no, I don't want that. Oh yeah, Big Cox 12. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I need that one. That's gonna hit the spot tonight.
yeah, I don't think ours has them anymore.
Really, ours does.
I'm pretty sure the 2 that are by my house doesn't have them.
What?
That is
Sure.
wild. I mean, just the name alone is like Family Video.
the one's fairly new. The other one they remodeled and stuck a pizza place in it.
Oh, that's cool.
It surprised me, like Family Video. I think they had Movie Gallery back in the day too. I think those have closed up, but
Yeah.
Family Video, you wouldn't think that they would have like the porn there because the name is Family Video, but they really do have the entire family covered.
Pervert uncles.
That's right.
That's right.
Uncle Tommy. Uncle Tommy's in the back like this. Who's your favorite new kid? Call me Joey.
God, I haven't seen that in forever. Rich, did you do your homework yet?
Are you seriously asking about fucking Scott Pilgrim?
I am asking about Scott Pilgrim.
Oh my god.
Hey, watch the goddamn thing.
I'm going to. I will watch it this weekend. I got it. But see, it's kind of hard.
It's my birthday tomorrow. You gotta watch it.
It is your birthday. Oh, fuck that.
That's right.
Hold on. It's your birthday right now, motherfucker.
That's right. Happy motherfucking birthday.
Yeah.
fucker.
Happy motherfucking birthday.
Yeah, fucking fuckers.
Yeah.
It's fucking February, fuckers.
Hey, you know what today
That's
is,
right.
right?
Will's birthday?
Today is, well, beyond that, man. Today is the most magical day of the year for Will.
Why is that?
Today is a day that he might get a blowjob.
Probably not.
Damn.
It's not going to be a Merry Christmas after all, kids.
Not unless I get real flexible.
If our listeners don't know, we are recording from 3 different locations. Pete and I are in the same time zone, but since now it is literally 12 Central, I have a surprise for William.
Uh-oh.
This is for you, sir. And I hope you enjoy it. It's from the bottom of my
Red
heart.
Lobster's Lobster Fest is back.
That's not it. I'm gonna edit this shit out. we're gonna
You bastard.
we're gonna cut the sound for a second, and then we're gonna go right into it. Here we go. You ready to amp it up, Will?
I'm rocking up. It got low.
It got low?
A little bit.
Sorry.
That's all right.
It's the
That's
party
all right.
song.
You know, it's public domain now to sing happy birthday.
It is, but this is Andrew WK. He's way cool.
Okay.
You'll
Andrew
like
WK.
him. Yep. He cracks me up. Look up interviews. He makes me laugh.
He does interviews, or
He's
gives
done an
interviews?
interview. He's done interviews and he gives interviews, and
Okay.
they're still funny. Either way,
Nice.
the guy's rad. So yeah, happy birthday, you fucking bitch.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Norris.
welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, making it another year.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta really start working on my downward dog.
If you like what you've heard, give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, thumbs up on YouTube. Live, Prius, or die. And again, thanks for listening.